Yeah. A windy Tuesday here in the Bronx. Hurricane Hermine is about to hit. We're gonna get a little bit of rain, but S Deuce is the name, Talking Wrestling is the game. Last night was Monday Night Raw, and it kicked off with a bang as the official start of the very first episode of the new season and the new era of the Kevin Owens show. And it started off great. Foley and Stephanie had a little argument. Foley didn't believe that Stephanie didn't know about Triple H. And I think there's a swerve coming there too, so look out for it. Maybe Mick Foley finally sided with Triple H on something and that Stephanie didn't know about. But Kevin Owens comes out, he gives a great promo, interrupted by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out and it wants nothing to do with Kevin Owens. So if this dude is supposed to be a babyface, why isn't he going after the champion? He's more concerned of why he got screwed over and where's Triple H. So that segment went on for about 14 to 16 minutes. It ended with Seth Rollins being suspended by Stephanie. That was overruled by Mick Foley. And the championship match is set up for Clash of the Champions. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, one-on-one Universal title. Next match, we had Bayley against Charlotte in a non-title match where Charlotte told Dana Brooke, take notes. Take notes because this is how you beat Bayley. Dana Brooke and Charlotte had a little miscommunication. Bayley hit the Bayley to belly. Bayley wins. After the match, in the back, Charlotte slapped the holy hell out of Dana Brooke. It was a great slap. Poor Dana Brooke. If she's going to turn on Charlotte, it needs to happen fast because she's looking weaker and weaker, especially later on in the night. She's looked the weakest she's looked ever. A backstage segment with Foley, Jericho, and Kevin Owens, where Jericho says, you can't treat my best friend like that. So Mick Foley makes her match. Mick Foley makes the match. Seth Rollins against Chris Jericho, which was the highlight, or one of the only highlights of Raw last night. Bo Dallas returned to a squash match. Everybody thinks Bo's getting a singles push. I think they're just trying to revamp his character, let him be a little more aggressive, not so happy-go-lucky. So Bo Dallas gets the victory last night. Nia Jax squashed some girl, local girl, who happened to be friends with Alicia Fox. So Alicia Fox and Nia Jax got into it backstage, and I believe Alicia Fox is going to be Nia Jax's first official feud on the main roster. Then we had a moment where Enzo and Cass talked once again for way too long. They're funny, yes, but 3 minutes worth of funny, not 7 minutes, faking to give labor in the middle of the ring, then giving an invisible baby to a fan. It was Enzo and Cass against the Shining Stars, and hold the phones. It's 2016, and the Shining Stars won a match. Yes, they went over on Enzo and Cass. Primo and Epico won a match, and I was shocked. Not as shocked as Twitter, but it's about time. They need to be used. They need to win a match. They haven't won since they debuted, or re-debuted, I should say. Up next, we had an interview with Sin Cara about Braun Strowman disrespecting the Lucha Libre style, and he wasn't going to have it on his watch. So Sin Cara versus Braun Strowman ended in a count-out when Strowman ripped Sin Cara from the apron, threw him into the guardrail. Sin Cara was counted out. Braun Strowman made it back in before the 10 count. I think they got to have a Big Show or a Mark Henry go after Braun Strowman next. He needs a feud, and he needs a big feud with a big man before he gets lost in the shuffle. Not a lot happened after that. This is where it really went downhill. The New Day and the Club. I'm so into the rivalry, but last night really left a sour taste in my mouth. The Club came out with three jabronis called the Old Day. They were the Old Day, making fun of the New Day. The segment went on forever. It was horrible. It dragged. The crowd was so dead they couldn't even muster up a boring chant. That's how bad it was. Then we had an announcement by Sasha Banks. The whole world thought she was going to retire. I, on the other hand, knew better because she was cleared by doctors 3 days ago. So Sasha Banks doesn't retire. Dana Brooke comes out, and this is where she looked weak as ever because Dana Brooke came out and got dropped quick. Sasha Banks dropped her with the bank statement, and it was over. Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Clash of Champions. Then we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the 1,000th time. It was a good match. Wasn't a great match. Wasn't a great Raw. Roman Reigns is on top at the end. Spears Jericho. Mick Foley says if Roman Reigns can beat Kevin Owens next week, he'll get added to the Universal title match at Clash of the Champions to make it a triple threat. I don't see that happening though. They're still missing the boat with Roman Reigns turning heel. So let's talk wrestling. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.